We have risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the Scholars of Wrestling Show. I'm your man behind the microphone, Scholar Jeff. To my left this week is Scholar Brian. What's up, sir?
Hello! Summer has been slammed, but was it effective?
It was not very effective, if we're talking in Pokemon terms. But we'll get to that. Well, it was effective in one way, but we'll break it down in utter detail. As you might be aware, our third scholar, Scholar Tarek, is away on assignment off in London, England.
Why is he there? We threw him over there.
Yes.
We don't really know why. We
Yeah.
just put him in a parachute.
Yes, I threw him across the ocean as a result of this week's pay-per-view.
Yeah,
So
remember...
you'll find out why.
Remember when what we were talking about last week? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's Tarek flying across the sky into Paris, France.
He crashed in the Eiffel Tower. Hopefully he'll make a speedy recovery soon. In the meantime, he left the rest of us here to deal with the rest of this show. So let's break it down. This is the results from WWE Summerslam 2017. Kicking things off on the pre-show with The Miz and The Miz Taraj defeating the Hardys and Jason Jordan. Can I speak for everyone when I say I don't think anyone saw this coming?
Well, first of all, let's break down the mistake that this match made right off the bat. Okay, they played it, they put it on the card and had them start at 5:30. They had barely started letting people into the arena yet.
Yeah, I thought they would have learned their lesson after, what, 2 WrestleManias ago?
Exactly. When what was it, Ryback and Kalisto?
Yes, I do remember.
Did the match in front of like 10 people. Well, guess what? You did it to the Hardy Boys this time. What are you, new?
This was just a wreck. I didn't even see this match, to be perfectly honest with you.
Let me say this. Okay. The match itself was nothing special. It wasn't bad. It wasn't that good either. But, okay, first of all, the finish kind of came out of nowhere, as 6-man tag matches normally do. Okay. And let's just say that things are not looking good for Jason Jordan right now.
No, it seems like the one thing a lot of us were concerned about is indeed coming to pass. After the whole Kurt Angle reveal, nothing's really happening with the guy.
Yeah, and first pay-per-view, whether it's on the kickoff show or not, if you're taking the pin in a 6-man tag, okay, something has gone horribly wrong for your future.
Yeesh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I cannot help but feel really bad for Jason Jordan right now.
Yeah. So it's like you have the Hardy Boys and you have the Miz in a pre-show match at 5:30 with 50 people in the building. The Miz looks legitimately pissed the entire time.
Yeah, and I cannot blame him.
And the Hardy Boys are trying to do their spots, doing the whole, trying to get the crowd into it. Kind of hard with 50 people. Then again, they used to work for Impact Wrestling, so...
There you go. One would assume they'd be used to it.
One would assume that they would be used to it, so they kept going. But you can tell when wrestlers are pissed off. Okay, and The Miz could not hold it back. So... Not a good spot for this match. Thrown together match sounds like a thrown together match, turns into a thrown together match, and it acts like a thrown together match. So nobody cares. Basically.
still, at least the one thing that consoles me is that knowing that all of the talent that's in this match alone, this will keep it makes me confident that everyone will be just fine. But please, WWE, don't do this again. In the meantime, we're moving on to, speaking of please don't do this again, we've got Neville defeating Akira Tozawa, beating him for the Cruiserweight Championship already. What on earth happened here?
Basically, okay, first of all, the match was fine. It was good. They weren't going as hard as they normally would, but hey, you're on the pre-show. That's gonna happen. Okay, the question here that's on everybody's mind. Okay, Neville was in the middle of a fantastic 8-month title reign. Everybody was on board. Everybody was having a great time with it. Nobody was complaining about Neville as the Cruiserweight Champion. Until now. Okay, why would you take it off of him on a Raw only to have him win it back 6 days later?
I believe, you know what? I believe I might actually have an explanation for this. Fair enough. To be fair, you may not like where it's going, but I've got a possible explanation for it, and that is, I think that there's an outside chance that they're going to give the strap to Enzo. Now that he's on 205 Live, I think there's an outside chance they could give it to probably the biggest draw in the division right now by default.
I mean, it makes sense for the money, you know. We got Enzo Amore brings in a lot of sales. Whatever, it would make sense to have him be the champion of his brand. I still can't get the fact that, in my eyes, Enzo Amore should be a manager, should be a fast talking manager, but Vince McMahon hates everything to do with managers unless they're Paul Heyman. So
and even then, Paul Heyman had to talk his way out of the doghouse in order to make that happen. So
exactly. So still, the booking makes no sense here.
Yeah.
If you're just gonna give the title right back to Neville, why not just wait to have the first title match on the pre-show at the pay-per-view, and have Neville retain?
Because really, this entire thing just reeks of, oops, we changed our mind.
Which is WWE syndrome at this point.
Pretty much, yeah. And it sucks.
And it seems like that's gonna be a story, an ongoing tale throughout the night.
Oh dear. Now let's get back into the rest of the evening with an actual good match for once.
Hold on. First of all, okay.
You got something else?
The segment with Elias Sampson in between this was quite possibly the greatest troll job I've ever seen. Okay, he trolled Jay-Z and Biggie. He bought up Biggie Smalls in Brooklyn.
Oh dear.
And as soon as that happened, like the crowd was grooving to him, and all of a sudden he did the unthinkable sin. and they were like, okay, we'll roll with Jay-Z snark, but Biggie, oh, you crossed the line there, buddy.
Well, I was gonna say, what do you expect from a white guy with an acoustic guitar?
Yeah, but really, that was the first time during the night, at least during the pre-show, where I was like, oh, this is cool. I'll walk with Elias. Why not? Man's got balls of steel. That's what he's got.
I said this on Sunday, and I'm going to say it again here. I can't believe Elias is getting over like he is now, especially after his NXT run. But hey, it just goes to show you never can tell.
Yeah, it just needs the right gimmick. That's all.
Speaking of never being able to tell, we got the Usos defeating the New Day to take back the SmackDown Tag Titles.
Yeah.
I didn't see this one coming either.
Not at all. But I will say this. For a good 3 hours, this was my match of the night.
Yeah, what?
And it was on the
What does that say about the rest of the show?
And as I said on Twitter, it was like your potential match of the night was on the pre-show.
Why?
So, and Big Cass versus Big Show with Enzo Amore in the shark cage was on the main card.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, here come the Usos and the
guys,
New Day delivering.
These guys, this was close to a 5-star match on the damn pre-show. That's it.
I know, and this was really the match, despite some of the weird booking decisions, even that we've just seen on the pre-show alone. This was the match that really instilled me a lot of hype, really got my hopes up, and just really showed to me how good everyone really is here.
Yeah, SummerSlam was a showcase of how tag team wrestling can be done correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This was only the first sign of it. Okay, and these two teams have worked well with each other for the last couple months. Alright, their match at Battleground was the match of the night.
Mm-hmm. So
we went in expecting good things. And for me, my expectations were met and exceeded. Okay, this was fantastic. Like, I was on the edge of my seat for a pre-show match. What the hell?
I haven't been on at the edge of my seat for a pre-show match since the WLC.
Yes, and I was there. Damn it!
And I'm not even trolling for that one.
that was awesome.
Oh,
I can't even. I think back to that night. The first match I've ever seen live was a WLC match.
Welcome to the wacky world of wrestling, folks.
And it was amazing. And so was this. Do I agree with the booking decision? Up in the air for now. Yeah. I mean, like it goes either way because both of these teams deserve it. The New Day, what the New Day needed. The New Day needed fresh scenery and fresh opponents. That's what they needed. That's what they got. They're back in my good books now.
Mm-hmm.
So looking forward to more. Okay, because we're probably gonna get more. New Day gets their rematch, of course.
Hey, that's fine by me.
So give us a best of 3. Yeah, hell, give us a best of 7. Give us more. That's all I need.
Hey, I think they do know when they got a good thing going, so hopefully we will see more. At least in terms of match quality like this. Oof. But anyway, we're finally done with the pre-show. Now let's move on to the main card where we kick things off.
Burial Mania! That's what we're kicking it off with.
John Cena, epic burial time of Baron Corbin.
What did I say was going to happen?
Epic beatdown?
No. I said that Baron Corbin was going to dominate about 10 minutes of the match. John Cena's going to hit one attitude adjustment and it's going to be over. What happened?
Pretty much exactly that.
Yep. Just further burying Baron Corbin because he doesn't know how to shut his mouth on social media.
Yeah, granted, I was never the biggest fan of Baron Corbin, but I have to seriously question: did he really deserve this?
If you're trying to build new stars, WWE, tonight was a horrible example of how to go about doing it. Okay, this was just the start. of the bad booking decisions for the night.
Oh,
Did we
yeah.
see it coming for this one specifically? Yes, we all
I know
did.
I did. Yes.
As soon as Barry